Hi guys, Korean movie recapped here. Before we start, warning. Spoilers ahead. Today, I'm going to recap a 2020 Korean action crime movie called Night in Paradise. This movie is about a gangster who then has to suffer because he was betrayed. He must lose the person he loves because of the sly and merciless gang fight. And now, the whole gang wants to kill him. Make sure you watch until the end, because this movie has an unexpected ending. What has he done? How far can he survive? Let's find it out. This is Tae-gu. He is a well-known gangster, and he works for Mr. Yang. Now, he is at the enemy base to save Mr. Yang's men, who were almost killed by the Buksong gang. He was repeatedly offered to switch sides to Buksong gang, but he turned it down because of his loyalty. As a respected gangster, he also has members loyal to him. Now, Tae-gu is at the hospital to see his sister and nephew. Even though he is a gangster, he loves them so much and becomes gentle in front of them. When they are about to go home, he says that he still has things to do, so he can't go home with them. Turns out he went to see his sister's doctor. His sister has a severe illness that requires a donor, but he is not suitable to be a donor because they are only half-siblings. While sitting down, he receives a call that his sister's car has been in an accident. His sister and nephew died and he couldn't help but sit in anguish. At the funeral, Mr. Yang himself comes to offer his condolences. Even so, he was still devastated. Mr. Yang then says that this must all be the doing of Chairman Do, who has just offered him to switch sides. He then asks permission to take revenge on Chairman Do. At a bathhouse, he meets Chairman Do. He conveys his condolences to Tae-gu and says that he wouldn't stoop that low, involving the family. He also promises to find out who the culprit is. Tae-gu goes silent, and a moment later, he takes out the knife he has hidden in the water bucket. He then kills all the members of Buksong gang there to take revenge, and then he runs away. At the airport, Mr. Yang thanks him for his bravery in killing Chairman Do. He then gives Tae-gu a new identity and money to temporarily escape to Jeju Island. After a week, he will be transferred to Russia by ship. Mr. Yang appreciates Tae-gu, who has fought a lot for their gang. Arriving at Jeju Island, he was picked up by a girl. Her name is Yun. He then drives Tae-gu to her house. There, she lives with Uncle Kyuto, who also works as a weapons smuggler. At dinner, Yun doesn't seem to like Tae-gu, who is related to the gangster. She tells him to leave as soon as his business is done. Yun is also good at shooting. Every morning he practices shooting in her yard. On the other hand, after Tae-gu left, it turns out that Mr. Yang is carrying out a plan to kill all the top brass of the Buksong gangsters. Due to Tae-gu's absence, his plan failed. And even worse, Chairman Do hasn't died yet. Mr. Yang is getting scared. Suddenly he gets a call from Chief Ma, one of the top brass of the Buksong gang, whom his man failed to kill. Chief Ma says he will kill Mr. Yang since he dared to mess with his gang. The Buksong gang was a large clan, and without Tae-gu, he is powerless now. One day, while Tae-gu is smoking, Yun passes out in the car. Uncle Kyuto immediately injects the liquid and tells Tae-gu to drive to the hospital. After taking her to the hospital, Uncle Kota finally tells Tae-gu that he wanted to take Yun to the US for surgery because of her deadly disease, and in Korea the doctor estimates she could live less than a month. Because of that, he smuggled in guns and is willing to hide Tae-gu for her medical bills. Finally, Mr. Yang meets Chief Ma with a mediator, Captain Park. The role of this man is very important in the mafia world, because he is a high-ranking cop who ensures the mafia business. At first, Chief Ma wanted to kill Mr. Yang, but Captain Park didn't want any commotion in the mafia world. He said that his evaluation was coming soon, so they had to deal with their problems without Mr. Yang's death. They finally reach an agreement to hand Tae-gu over to Buksong for revenge, then Mr. Yang will be responsible for Tae-gu's death. At the hospital, Yun wakes up and immediately prepares to leave. Tae-gu is going to take her home, but she wants to have lunch first. Yun, who originally didn't talk much, now talks a lot with Tae-gu. She also drank a lot of alcohol until she was drunk. On the way home, Tae-gu gets a call from Mr. Yang. He is ordered to go to the airport tomorrow to meet Mr. Yang, and together they will hide in Russia for a while. When he arrives in front of the house, Taegu sees a lot of cars and feels something's wrong. He immediately attacks them. Inside the house, Uncle Kyuto is attacked by his buyer who wants to betray him. Gunfights are unavoidable, and Uncle Kyuto is shot many times, until he falls. Yun enters the house and sees that his uncle is dead. She is very angry and shoots everyone there. Taegu then takes her to leave. She screams hysterically and bites Taegu's hand. After calming down, Yun then tells her childhood where she lost her parents because of gangsters related to Uncle Kyuto. She hated Uncle Kyuto so much. But now that her only remaining family has gone, she is very sad. Yun and Taegu become closer. The next day, they are spending time together. Taegu accompanies Yun to enjoy the rest of her life. The two of them become closer. Before Taegu meets Mr. Yang at the airport, Yun asks him not to go because she has a bad feeling and something's strange. But he goes anyway. When he arrives at the airport, he gets a call from his right-hand man. He says that Mr. Yang has sold Taegu out and betrayed all of Taegu's loyal subordinates. He then heard his right-hand man being beaten over the phone. He tries to run away, but Chief Ma's subordinate sees him and then they chase him. He runs away, and finally manages to escape. Chief Ma, who finds out that his subordinates failed to catch Taegu, gets angry and beats Mr. Yang. On the other hand, Taegu is trying to meet Yun, but she is going to Uncle Kyuto's house. He forbids her, but she ignores him. And as expected, Chief Ma also came there and then took Yun hostage. Chief Ma then calls Taegu and tells him to come over if he doesn't want Yun to be killed. Yun says that he doesn't have to come, because she's dying anyway. Taegu says he has died either way, and he doesn't want her to be dying alone. He tells Chief Ma that he will come, but in exchange to let Yun and his right hand go. Chief Ma agrees. True to his word, Taegu comes to Uncle Kyuto's house. Outside the house, he is disarmed and then beaten by Chief Ma's subordinates. He is then brought into the house. There he sees Yun unharmed. He then asks Chief Ma to keep his promise and release his man. Chief Ma orders his men to release that guy, but he gets information that the guy has been killed. He is surprised and then asks if this was Mr. Yang's doing. Mr. Yang replies that in the end he had to die because he was too loyal to Taegu. Chief Ma is furious and almost kills him. Taegu is also angry and curses him. But then, Mr. Yang then beats Taegu to death. Seeing Taegu almost dead, Chief Ma stops him and then hits him. Then he tells Taegu the fact that on Chairman Doa's orders, he's been looking for the killers of Taegu's sister and nephew. He found out that the killer was not from the Bukseong gang. It was Mr. Yang's doing. Taegu gets very angry and then attacks Mr. Yang. Seeing Mr. Yang close to death, Chief Ma doesn't want to break their agreement. He then helps Mr. Yang by giving him a knife. Mr. Yang then killed Taegu. Yun can't help but see Taegu has died. She is then dragged out from the house and Taegu's body is burned along with the house. But wait, the story isn't over yet. Yun, who no longer has anyone, is riding a motorbike. She is heading to a restaurant. It turns out that in that restaurant, all of Chief Ma's subordinates are eating, along with Chief Ma and Mr. Yang. She enters the restaurant and locks the door. Without further ado, she kills one by one of the gang members. She shot them dead. And now, it's Chief Ma's turn. She shot him mercilessly. And lastly, Mr. Yang. She shot him many times. After all of them die, she goes to the beach. There, she enjoyed his final moments, before finally shooting a bullet into her own head. So this is the end of the movie Night in Paradise. Subscribe to watch more videos like this. Turn on notifications, like, and comment to help out our channel. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.